I think they're finally used to it in our place.
Wolverine cosplay. I'm Batman.
Thank you very much. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, so this area was used in multiple episodes. The Seawitch for one, the Zone for another, for instance. So we're basically standing in the area that was the Zone, and on the other side of it as well. But they redid all of this over the course of the
Yeah, it
last
sure doesn't. It
10
looks
to
nothing like it
15
used to.
years.
Now it's all like industrial.
So they kept some of the original buildings, at least the shape of them, the overall shape of them, to mimic what they once looked like, but they gutted them and like redid them.
Yeah, this one kind of sort of looks like.
Well, I got the pictures I can show you.
Okay.
But yeah, they really only kept a couple of the structures. And they also, on the docks, had these cranes that were out there too, and they only kept like one of them. And you'll see it when we get a little further around. They kept one of them. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's right. So.
And that's from the Seawitch? So there's like a
long
dock over
pier,
there? Or?
Yeah, right. The long pier
Okay.
that the Seawitch,
Uh-huh.
his ship was moored at during the 1938 flashback. That was there, around the corner, on
Okay.
the main dock.
Are we going to go
You'll
look at
see-
that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
This building kind of sort of looks like, what was that gal's name from the Zone? The gal that ran the hospital?
Was it Aisha?
Asia or?
Asia, that's what it was.
Asia, yeah. This kind of looks like that. The shape and the.
Yeah, that same warehouse that was used as her clinic was the same warehouse, I believe, where Paul Caros executed that guy from the Balkans. Remember, supposed to have been like one of his opponents guys.
Oh yeah, I can see the dock from here. Okay. Shan Chan's walking on water.
No, step out here, you walk on sunshine.
I really like this. It's like waves.
Yeah, it's kind of cool looking.
So this was in, this area was also used in Reunion. Terrence Kincaid had his ship boat or whatever docked out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Xavier St. Cloud and Duncan had their fight out here.
I can't believe this is weird.
He escaped in Horton and he escaped in the helicopter.
Uh-huh.
All out here.
And this is the shipyard where Kincaid was working, right?
Exactly.
Wow. It looks nothing like it did.
That warehouse there.
What's his name?
Used to be Wallace Shipyards, and then like the Burrard Dry Dock, and then it changed names to Versatile Pacific.
Uh-huh.
About the shipyard with the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reunion with Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in here. Almost all of those shipyards. Not all of them, but there were several that were used, that were done in Highlander out here.
Oh.
So yeah, the Zone was like right in here, this whole area.
This is weird.
Charlie's old neighborhood, basically.
Uh-huh.
And I can show you.
What the heck was that? So yeah, this is where the Seawitch 2 would have been docked, right? Along this. No?
Seawitch 2 was over there, further over where we were.
Oh right, this is the flashback
This is where
scene.
the flashback, the original Seawitch was, along this pier. The Seawitch 2 was moored over by the Second Narrows Bridge, which is the Ironworkers Memorial Bridge, further over to the east of where we are. But you remember in the Zone, like how it starts off, the camera like pans across and you see the city across the water.
Uh-huh.
It's the downtown Vancouver right there, right?
Yeah.
And so this area is.
Where is this the dock that Duncan gets thrown off of after they beat him up?
There were two of them, as I recall. I'll show you the screenshots, but there was the big longer one and then the shorter one. And I think it was the shorter one he got thrown off of. This whole area looked tremendously different.
Yeah.
Decades ago.
That's
yeah, and
it's
it
crazy.
was left derelict for over like 15, 20 years or more, because they shut it down in like 91 as a functioning shipyard, 91, 92, shortly before Highlander was filmed here. And other shows were filmed here too, in the late 80s and stuff. And I got screenshots for those too. So you can see how the configuration of the buildings originally used to look. And I have old aerial photos of the area too.
If this is where the original Seawitch was parked, that means those old school vehicles would have been coming from over here, right?
Yeah,
right down this
is not
this area.
The spot for this is over here, above the long pier. I can show you.
And now it's like this big
so they
bustling.
They redid this. And I'm not 100% positive that this pier is in the original position that the first one, the main one was originally. But it likely was, because they kept some of it to match the heritage of the area. But of course they like totally redid it, because it would have originally had like wooden pilings and stuff like that. It would have rotted away like all the rest of them did. But they wanted to, kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, right over there is where Duncan jumps into the water when he's trying to escape in that flashback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like on this pier right here? Yeah, that's what I thought.
More skibiscita or something?
Something like that, yeah.
So did I hear that right? This is where Duncan escapes in the Seawitch?
Yeah.
In the flashback.
Yeah, in the flashback.
So if we could
That other pier over there kind of looks like the area where the old school vehicles were.
Well, no, so they came down one of the aisles here between the buildings that used to exist here, and then they turned and came down, and then they drove down the big pier. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah. And Steve Gagan had like that Soviet era like sign on one of the cranes, and then the folks like drove underneath it. So if we can get where there's shade, I'll show you.
Weird.
So
It's like this nice, clean, spick and span area was the zone.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Charlie would be happy. His old neighborhood.
Yes, he would.
been revitalized.
That's mad crazy, yo.
Not one of these buildings that exists now, but a building that previously existed. They tore like 99% of them down and kept only a couple to kind of, and they're in their approximate positions and so on.
I have to take my medicine.
It's all right. No, it's fine.
But yeah, you can tell that this one kind of has that shipyard warehouse type feel
If I
to it.
remember, I'll look at the screenshots to refresh my memory, but I believe that one over there is the one that was Asia's clinic.
That one looks a lot like Asia's clinic.
Karos executed that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, I think, was the revamped one where Duncan fought with Xavier inside, and then came outside and fought more, and then they escaped in the helicopter like that along this area here. That building that's there now is in the spot pretty much where Gregor and Richie ramped off into the floating dock.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. I've got aerial photos I can show you from like the 40s. So.
Weird. How things can change.
Because I've watched several shows that were filmed in Vancouver from the 80s and early 90s. Street Justice, for one. There was an old movie called White Tiger that Richard Martin directed. It was shot here
You
too.
say
partially.
Gregor and
Gregor?
Yeah, Gregor and Richie went off the ramp
the
over there.
motorcycles,
Yeah,
right?
the
Yeah.
motorcycle dare.
Yeah. The Commish had some scenes shot out here. I already said Street Justice. What's the other one that was out here? I'm trying to think. I believe that Booker or 21 Jump Street one. I think 21 Jump Street had some scenes shot out here too. There was a lot of shows had it. I just can't remember them all at the moment. But you can see, depending on the camera angle, that building over there, or the Sail Cave building over there that we passed. Carl Robinson even had his like hideout thing like over here too.
Oh, yeah. In the Run for Your Life, right.
And Duncan fought with Paul Karos out here in the Revolutionary.
Oh, this was the final fight of that episode?
Yep. That was out here too. That was where Adrian was engulfed in the big flame that Dennis Barry thought that he got blown up. Yeah. And that's where Steve Gagan threatened to have Dennis Barry deported. Get Steve to tell you that story when we see him on Saturday. Yeah, he loves to tell that story. Yeah, because Dennis was bothering him when he was trying to do something very, very important for safety reasons. I'll let him tell you. Well, I got the list of them in the car, in the booklet.
Okay, we're on the corner of Mountain and Hunter. Mountain Highway and Hunter. Over here is the skate park from The Lamb in season 3.
That's the church where Kenny was left.
Those steps
on holy
right
ground.
there. Yeah. That's where Duncan leaves Kenny on those steps when he goes to confront Ross, I believe. And then, of course, he comes back and Kenny's gone.
And this is the skate park where he...
Yeah, although where's the skate park?
Down there, he says. Where he takes the skateboard from the kid.
Uh-huh.
So, okay.
Is that the kid right there?
Yep, here we go. Okay. Skate park, come on down.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Borrow
It's
this kid and
Saylin Park.
we'll borrow that kid and recreate the scene.
Yeah, this part doesn't look much like that episode, so maybe the part where Duncan is walking with Anne is on the other side.
Oh, there's a bridge over there. Huh. It's like a miniature version of that big one. They said the skate park's down here, so...
Oh, yep, there it is.
Yeah. Is that the kid just all grown up?
He'd be like 50, honey.
Oh. Hey!
Well, maybe not quite that old.
No.
This is actually kind of cool.
He'd probably be...
Yeah. So you can like
That kid would be younger
start
than me.
up
Are
there
you
and then
saying
just like skate all the way through.
if that kid would be 50, that means I would be over 50.
Yeah,
you realize
he'd
that?
probably be like 45.
No, because that kid would have been younger than me.
Well, he claimed he was what, 14 or something like that in the show. So
Not
add
Kenny, the
30
kid.
years to that.
The kid, not Kenny.
Yeah, and
The
the
kid never
kid.
said his age that he beat up.
And look, there's Kenny in the shot. Ooh.
Wow, yeah. Look at
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
Nice.
There we go. That was like right over here. Those trees in the
So the scene where Duncan's walking with Anne, yeah, that. Where is that?
back. Right here.
That's actually here?
Yeah, there's a backstop and all that stuff over here before.
Oh, yeah,
You
okay.
see the building in the background. That building on the left is still exists, but the backstop, I don't think does.
Yeah, the fence for the baseball field is gone. But yeah, I guess this is it.
Yeah, see the trees over there? See how they're all grown up here? They've cut them all down, just but a few, maybe. Maybe planted some new ones of the same type, right? And then they're coming down here. So yeah, see these trees right here in the skate park. Right there.
Oh.
And then there's the church where he leaves him on right over there. So if you guys got your pictures already, we'll head on over to the other place. Did you catch all the dialogue?
Yeah.
Can we get through there? I guess we're going to the short, right?
Time to get out of here.
We can go over that short wall. Man, I'd be dead if I even tried that. We're impressed.
This is my first time seeing him in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, first day.
It's my first time watching him skate. So.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice down there.
So this is likely where. Well, no, it's not. I'm trying to think. That's where Kenny killed Dalman Ross, but not Dalman Ross, but Frank Brody.
Oh,
but no,
the fishing
it's
thing.
actually not. It's over near. Oh crap! I can't remember. It's in the Lower Seymour Conservation
I'm
Reserve.
surprised they didn't use down there for anything.
Well, that's what we thought originally too. Was that it was where Kenny killed Frank Brody, but actually I think it's in the Lower Seymour Conservation Reserve.
With the fishing trip?
Right.
Yeah, because it's really nice down there. That would have been easy to make it, just film it that way, and you wouldn't have even noticed it was right.
Well, they did the flashback out there in the Lower Seymour Conservation Reserve somewhere. So I believe the Frank Brody one was over there too. Although yes, it could have been this one, but let's look at my notes
It
back
didn't
in
look
my
like there was
house.
enough water, but maybe it was different then.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's enough water. But still, it should have been used for something.
So if they went all the way up there for that, then I'm assuming they filmed the scenes where Duncan and Ann are up there fishing too, right?
You also think too, you already had a day of shooting that we know for sure was here that had both Kenny and Ann in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the other scene had Ann coming down to Kenny and Duncan when they were fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was likely a day where they were together. So I can't remember 100%.
Yeah, it seems like it would just make
could be
sense to
this
film
one
it down
exactly,
there.
but
Yeah.
It may not have been. And then all they needed was Alf Humphreys to come out here and do his scene with Kenny, right? So who knows?
It seems like that would have been the most economical way to do
And
it.
that's what they always try to do.
Yeah. You got to save time because you're fighting the clock all the time.
Right, and then sometimes what they do is they would do what they call pickup shots, where they were filming another episode and they had to go film other scenes for episodes that they'd already shot because they realized, oh, we don't have X, Y, or Z to pull something else off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like the sword fighting scenes where Duncan is training Richie just after he's newly immortal and
Uh-huh.
eye for an eye. I think that those were some of those scenes were shot later, not part of the episode at the same time.
You think that was around the lighthouse area?
I think that those were filmed when
is
Eye for
this
an Eye was
building?
shot.
Uh-huh.
Oh crap! I'm getting episodes mixed up. Oh, when I'm concentrating better, I'll tell you later. But yeah, here you go. This is the church or whatever that Duncan left Kenny at for holy ground.
Yeah, in fact, that
The Bible mission.
that is still there.
Yep.
This guy.
It kind of looks like the place in the End of Innocence where Richie's hanging out too.
Oh, his little boarding house thing?
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
I know where that is. That was over there.
The
behind.
steps kind of look the same though.
I know where that was. That was
So
over there.
where was he sitting? Right.
Right where that little kid is.
Yeah, right where that kid is.
Where these folks are coming downstairs right now. See, same water drain, pipe and everything. Well, maybe not exactly the same, but same shape, of course.
Well, it looks like it's,
Yeah, it's similar design.
yeah. The
Maybe-
camera's like down like this.
This looks like square
I think.
pipes. These are like more rounded pipes, so it
Mhm.
was replaced. And they got another rail down here. But yeah, it's like the same wooden rails
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, and that one there is still over there.
That fence, small fence.
Looks like it's been
smallish
painted,
fence thing.
but yeah.
And the trees in the back.
You want a picture?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Andy, run that by me again.
Okay, so over here in this Fraser Fiberglass Limited yard, this is where Duncan and Richie, at the beginning of The Lamb, were looking at the boat. And then they sensed the immortal, and then they went walking around, and they went down this ramp, and they found Kenny hiding in the
Down that
building.
ramp over there?
Right over there, exactly.
Okay, we'll go over there in a minute, right?
Previous to that, in season 1, this is the area, same area there. That's where Dr. Wilder killed the nurse.
Yes.
What was her name? Barbara Madison
Barbara,
or
yep.
whatever. And so, and then in the same episode.
I wonder if the payphone's still there.
No, well, it was a fake payphone. It was a prop, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so anyway, right in this area behind these trailers, adjacent to this greenish but painted building here in the corner, which obviously you can't see because it's blocked by this structure here, that was where Duncan slept off the morphine that Dr. Wilder injected him with. Remember, he was almost home
Right.
or whatever. And
And I think there was a
stuck it in the
payphone
neck.
somewhere
Yeah,
near there
exactly.
too.
Right, which is the same payphone prop that was
Okay.
They moved it for the dictates
Okay,
of the
right.
script or whatever. All that was in
So when he sleeps that off, there's like a restaurant that he has
here.
Tessa meet him
That's
in.
here. That's what I was going to show you next. So after he sleeps it off, he tucks in his shirt and goes to the payphone and all that jazz. And so he tells Tessa he's going to meet her, at the harbor in Silver Strand, the restaurant or whatever. So this restaurant's over here. It's not a restaurant anymore. Although I did come here in 2014. And I went in there and took pictures and stuff. And I think it was open in 2015 as well. Nope, can't go that way. Yeah, they've changed all this up here. They blocked all this stuff. But yeah, we go through here.
Oh, and there it is.
Yeah, see? And this
I
is
seem
what
to remember
want-
there being some kind of like plank or something that Tessa's walking down when she
That's
comes
the
to
other
meet
side.
him. Oh, that's in the other side?
Yeah, so that's what I wanted Adrian to do when we were here with him on Saturday, was to come over on this side, but he didn't. And so he stayed over on the other side, which is where the Seawitch 2 was moored on both sides of the bridge. I was trying to get him to understand that, and I'm not sure.
Are we able to get over there?
Yeah, we can, but we have to drive around and go around the other side.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, this is the restaurant where Tessa met with Duncan after he slept off the morphine, and he's like, he felt he hadn't been gone very long, and she's
Right.
like, look at today's date in
Yeah.
the newspaper, right? So yeah, this is in here in the corner.
Now, here's a good marker for those of you wondering where we're at.
Yeah, 1653 Columbia Street here in North Vancouver.
And the restaurant is called Marina Side Grill.
Yeah, I did come in here a couple of occasions before they closed it.
Wow, looks
Yeah,
like
you
the
can
deck
see-
has been in better shape.
Look, you can see in through there. That's the exact corner.
Oh, wow.
The side wall there where Duncan was sitting down.
Right there in that
Yeah,
corner.
because I got the screenshots I
Uh-huh.
can show you. Right? And you can see through the windows, and you can see the bridge in the background.
There,
This
yeah.
is what I wanted Adrian to come over here to see, but he acted like he
Yeah,
wanted
he's
to.
in the corner with the newspaper, and Tessa comes,
Yeah,
what, from that
because
direction
he wanted
over
to
there?
keep things season one.
Yeah.
I was like, this is season one, bro. But the stuff with Kenny, we call out too, just like we did at the cemetery when we talked about rite of passage. And
Yeah, it looks like this place has been closed for quite a while,
a
though.
couple of years at least.
Yeah, and the deck is
Be
not
very, very
in the greatest shape.
If you want to get a better shot of the wall, you might can get it from here, but be very, very careful. This is why they don't want folks trespassing. But yeah, this was.
But we can get to the other side, though.
Yeah, the restaurant was still open.
So this bridge over here is where Duncan's standing when he chucks Alexi's sword.
No.
That one?
That's what, no.
Okay.
Now up here is the area.
This looks a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Randy, instead of holding up, I said, usually when I come, I just go out there and ask the first person I come across if we can get permission to be out here, because I have no idea who to ask for permission. Otherwise.
Now the spot where Duncan and Richie find Kennedy, isn't that right over there?
Yeah, they go out on that pier there,
Yeah.
which of course things have changed a
Right
bit.
by that green building
but
over there,
largely
right?
speaking, yes, in that general vicinity.
So,
Because they had like wooden houseboats and wooden structures and things that wouldn't have
Yeah,
lasted 30
out there.
years without the elements. But yeah, so because these people live out here, yeah, they've got offices up here.
You should put your phone number up on a piece of paper and then show it to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, we may be technically trespassing, but we're not doing anything.
well, now it's documented. Good job.
That's fine. I mean, whatever. Does it make me feel bad?
Now the spot where you guys were at the other day, where you could actually see the dock, is that also on the other side?
Going around over there.
Okay.
So if you want to walk it, you can. If you want to drive it, you can.
So there's nothing else to see over here?
You can't get through there because people are living over there, and you got to have a code to get in, or the key, or whatever.
It'd be so weird living on a boat.
Now, as far as diving for the camera goes, that was over in this corner over here, on the other side of the pier, or maybe in this vicinity. I have to look at the screenshots, but I think it was like right there or right there.
Okay, but we're not going to be able to see that.
Right. All this is overgrown, so you can't really
Uh-huh.
see. But you might could go back in through there and look and see how it looks. I believe it was right.
Yeah, these are like houseboats out here.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That's why they're real uppity about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that it was this area right in here. That dock?
So this is where he was diving for Dr. Robert, or for Barbara Campbell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right in there.
Or something like that. And like this doesn't look anything remotely like it.
Yeah, you can see there's like a whole bunch of houseboats out here. It's pretty awesome. Interesting.
Oh, here we go. So here is the area, right? That's in this parking lot over here, looking back towards the bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where Kenny came out and he whopped the dude on the head
Yep.
with the brick, stole the sandwich, right? But see, there's the Second Narrows Bridge, also called the Iron Workers Memorial Bridge, and there's little Kenny, and there's the restaurant that you just saw. All right, and see there's the phone booth that they move for the various scenes. Same bridge over there in the background. And there he is tucking his shirt in to go after he slept off the morphine. This is when he was looking around, when she told him on the phone that the
That
cops
he's
were
wanted
looking
for
for him.
murder or whatever.
Right, then,
Yeah,
so
and
then
the
the
cop
camera
drives
pans
by
across,
and he-
right, and he's gone. So yeah, that's the camera panning across. That's why that's blurry like that. Oh, that's Tyler King. Okay, we're in another section of North Vancouver for that. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah. So up on here, this pier was where the phone booth got moved to for this particular scene, and there you can see Barbara waiting for Dr. Wilder to show up. And this is where she's killed, and you can see the red rails, still red rails today.
Yep, right there.
And this first
Red rails.
It's different, but there's still a structure there. It's basically the same thing because the windows are in the doors or whatever in the same spot. You got the two windows up top, or the windows up there, door over here, or window, or whatever it is. Yeah, and see, this is from the other end, from on the pier. We're watching Duncan and Richie walk down the ramp. Yeah, see, this is the area on this side where he was diving for the camera.
Yeah, same ramp.
Right. And on the other side of this area here, further over, is where the Seawitch 2 is moored. One of the two places. Head on over to the other side.
Yeah, let's go.
Adrian was talking about this the other day, about how you hear the cars going over the bridge, right? So he said they had to constantly deal with that, and that's why they had to go to the ADR, the automated dialogue looping or something. They re-record the dialogue while the episode is playing or whatever. They're going to time it with their mouth movements and stuff. Get the dialogue back
So what
in
was
it.
here?
Which is way harder than it looks.
Yeah. So this is continuing on in the Seawitch. The Seawitch 2. Ocean had his ship on this side of the ship. Like right against this side for a portion of the episode that the establishing shot shows, but the interiors were actually a set at Bridge Studios over in Burnaby. And for the end sequence, when he's going down the long pier, and he's wearing his coat, right, and they have the fight.
Great shot.
Right, the interiors, again, were over at Bridge Studios, but the exteriors where the ship was actually shot over here, because when they show the top side of the ship, when they're fighting on the top side of the ship, you can tell that's where it was. And then the next morning, once he's killed the Ocean, he throws his sword out in the harbor. That's over here on the other side. So we'll go out this way. And in the past, I've gone and found workers in those warehouses or whatever you want to call them over there, those shops, machinist shops. Asked, hey, if I can take some pictures, 10 minutes or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, just be careful. Because the old docks have rotted away. I'll tell you something else too. There's an old show from 2003, I think it is. It's called Black Sash.
Black Sash?
Yeah, it's got Russell Long. And Mako is in it also.
Oh, how about that?
The Japanese Matsu or whatever. I think that was his name. Mako Matsu or something. He's been in a bunch of stuff. But he was like Russell Long's Chinese martial arts teacher in that show. And the show only lasted like 8 episodes or something like that. But they had their Kwun, you know, Chinese for martial arts school or whatever, was over here. Because you can see that metal structure in the background, just like when dumping through the sword over here.
Yeah,
you still see
that's
it
why I
up
was
there.
thinking that that's where it was.
You can see the bridges, the railway bridge too.
Boy, that's really annoying.
Right, but that's what they had to contend with when they were filming out here.
Is that trains that are going by up there?
No, it's cars.
That's just cars?
cars
Oh,
going over.
jeez.
Yeah.
That means it's never going to stop.
Exactly. That's why the studio later, after the episode was shot, and their dialogue back.
Yeah, I would never shoot here. Not in a million years.
Well, that's why they only did it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Right? See people live down there.
These look like storage buildings.
Well, they do look like it, and probably some of it is boat storage or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, regardless, it's private property. Whatever is contained in there.
Uh-huh.
And some of them probably do live in some of these things. I don't know that I'd want to personally, because it would be too cold.
Yeah, you have to insulate it.
But I think it's mostly just boat storage. Because some of them here look like they have no bottoms to them. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, you're driving.
So like those ones that are open over there.
Right. Actually, the Seawitch was moored maybe over here first, and then the Seawitch. I'll show you the screenshot so you know what I'm talking about. And then it was moored over here. Why they changed sides, I don't know, but whatever.
Oh, that's it right there, isn't it?
Old docks here, right? And they've all rotted away just about, except for these
Yeah.
few. Yeah, but it can go out further. And Adrian was calling it a jetty, which is, I guess that's a British term for a pier, for a dock or whatever. Yeah, this is it. This is down here.
Yeah, that spot right there out at the end, that's where he chucks the sword, isn't it?
Right, but it's like way out. It went out further. And it was a more substantial dock,
Yeah.
you'll notice from the episode.
We definitely are not going out there.
In 2014, I came out here and there was more of this still there. And so I did go out on that a little ways, and, you know, but I was real careful.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, since I didn't hurt myself, I'm still here today. But yeah, so it's out there because if you look at the screenshot that I'll show you, he's over here further, down further. You can see those rounded metal buildings, that rounded metal building thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is, but you can see that a lot clearer. But not from where you're standing. So here's the Seawitch 2 moored on the opposite side of the bridge, right? I mean, very obviously it's on the other side, right? Okay. So here's
that
I'll show
dock
you that,
where all the
that's-
buildings are must be where the...
Well, this is Tessa walking to the restaurant. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
That's from Deadly Medicine. Okay, and there she is going into the restaurant, like we just showed you from earlier. Right. Okay, so now you can see the bridge. Well, it's dark, but the bridge is over here, and the ship is here.
Like it's almost
Because you don't
underneath it.
see,
Yeah.
because you don't see the pillars on this side of it. The boat's on this side of it. So there's, you know, the pier that went out there. So the ship is out about here or over there, maybe even. No, because the dock was there and the ship was over here. Yeah, and see, there he is. So imagine being like at about this spot, but further out.
Yeah,
You can
way
see-
further
Yeah,
out.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The pier went way out further.
Because you can see that structure in the bridge
Right.
way over there on the other side.
Over here to kind of get the similar vantage point.
Yeah. So yeah, this thing would have had to go way out there, probably as far as the ones on the other side
like
over
I
there.
said, it was a little more substantial too, because you know, you could see some of the piers in the episode, as I recall, and it was not just one; it was like
Yeah.
a bigger thing, you know.
And then they could have filmed that from the opposite dock over here.
Yeah, because when you see how I was walking out, it's like way out there.
Way out there. Yeah, that's all gone now.
Yeah, it's all gone because it rotted away, or they purposely took out what was left because it was rotted away, or whatever the case may be. And so yeah, there's only one.
It's got to be like
two,
halfway out there.
Yeah, but
More than halfway out there.
Yeah, he's about. Well, they don't want to see too far because then it'd obstruct the waterway.
Right.
But yeah, it is relatively far out there.
But I mean, we've got 3 of these big
So it's
concrete
what,
ones
1,
here,
2,
so it's got to be at least past those.
It's
that's
probably,
a really
it's probably
long dock.
It's probably in line with the second one out there, the middle one, or maybe maybe a little further, closer to this way. But yeah. But it's kind of hard to tell a lot of times when you're looking at the screenshots exactly how far that would have been, because they only let you see what they want you to see, which is the director's prerogative. So you can't always tell where 30 years later something was.
Yep.
And that's just the nature of the beast. But anyway, when Tessa's coming to meet Duncan, she parks her car over here up under the bridge, right about here or so. I mean, maybe if this barricade wasn't here, went further back or something, I don't know. They did have some kind of a barricade there, as you can see. But she parks her car and walks right across this, walkway here.
Yep.
And into the restaurant.
Into the restaurant.
And the door to the restaurant is open in the photo here, so you can see it back this way if you turn it around.
Yeah, they did that pretty much in one take, if I remember correctly, didn't they?
Well, I don't know how many takes
walking
it took.
through and then walking over to Duncan.
Oh, well, that probably, yeah. But we don't know how many actual takes they made, But yeah, she walks
But,
in.
I mean, without cutting the camera.
And then there's that. And then him with the bridge behind him. And then where we saw a moment ago. Yeah, so that's where all the magic happened, as they say. It's just a shame that the place closed because I really wanted to eat there.
Yeah. It's kind of an iconic, and we could sit right in that corner there where Duncan sat. So yeah, this is the same restaurant that we saw the other side of a minute ago. And yeah, Tessa just walks right up there, through that door, and then over there into the corner where Duncan's sitting, right there in that window. The sun is setting over the boats. Looks really pretty. All right, on to the next spot.
She's been brought
So
out.
we're back at the place where Gary croaked.
Yeah. And this would be facing this way, of course.
At the Diamond Mart. This building is very distinct because of all the tiles that are on the walls here. It's actually used in a couple of different episodes.
Yeah. So
But
this
it's
is in Eye for an Eye.
Very noticeable.
In season 2, where they thwart the assassination attempt Annie Devlin tried to perpetrate.
Right over there.
And this is in Road Not Taken when Gary Carell was killed by the Quantum.
We'll run over there here in just a second.
And here you can see this screenshot. You come back here. These trees weren't here, of course.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's very annoying, really. But yeah, I see the same design. The Van Layden and Company Diamond Brokers, but the Electra building downtown.
Yeah. We were already here on our last trip, but Shan insisted that we come back.
And see, here's where they were laying on the
For a
street.
specific reason.
Here's where Annie hit the pavement if you really wanted to be
See photos of-
accurate.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, where Annie croaks.
Yeah, that's Annie's over here on the concrete somewhere. You can see these are the stairs going down.
Yeah, isn't that this is like the line of bushes right here, right?
Yeah, probably.
So that would mean that she fell right there.
Yeah.
Maybe that building next door wasn't there. I don't know. It's 30 years later.
You want to see something interesting?
Yeah, but that's that wall.
Oh yeah.
Up there.
Yep, that's where Annie falls right
look,
there.
I got her falling right there.
Yeah,
The dummy.
At the end.
And
Here she's coming out the window now.
that's right here. Except I can't see it very well because of all the trees. Right there. But this is the building.
Screenshot of it.
We gotta get out from this branch. I mean, it's actually a little further back from where we're standing, but you see the curve, how it angles. Okay, now look up here. See behind us how it angles.
Yep.
The camera's back there, shooting
Yep.
up that way. But yeah, that's the
Geez, how many people croak at this building?
Tommy and Annie and Gary. So if your name ends with a Y sound, Beware. All right, this is over
Be
here.
wary.
See what you did? Very. All right, here's where they're thwarting the assassination attempt on the British ambassador.
Yep. Tommy Croak's right over here. In fact, they're pretty much parked right where that car is, aren't they?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Waiting for what's his douche to come out of the door right over here.
And they're renovating the church.
Was that church used in an episode? Or is it just background?
No, I think it was.
Yeah, I thought that too when I saw it, but I couldn't remember which episode.
That one over there?
The one that's behind this.
Oh, I thought that you were talking about that one.
Oh, yeah, that one too.
So this way, we go out here. That one is the one from the Cross of St. Antoine, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the one, okay.
St. Andrews, yeah.
That's the one that you and I went
never
into,
can remember
yeah.
the names of these churches, so
But yeah, we need to get in there.
I know what episodes are filmed there, but if I have my stuff.
Yeah, we need to get in there.
That place is gorgeous.
Is the door open? I think the door's open.
Try. I can certainly try.
Yeah, we're already here.
Maybe look at
It might be. I mean, we can just. I mean, it's right across the street. Might as well go over there and give it a shot. But yeah.
See, that's this way.
Yep,
And that building
so-
there is one of the older ones.
yeah, that means Duncan and Richie would have been walking
Yeah,
down
they
this
came up
street here, right?
Which is, like I said before, it's odd that here they are walking up the way here, and they
That
sense
one.
another immortal, but there's no reciprocation on Annie's part over here, who's parked in the car back this way.
Yep.
See?
Yeah, pretty much right exactly where that car is. And then, of course, the bullets fly everywhere right here in front of the Diamond Mart. And then Tommy Croaks.
Did you see my crystal?
We'll use that as the cover photo for this video.
Yeah.
Then maybe somebody will watch it.
Because it's a nice
here's the
crystal,
car.
right?
Yeah.
Further back, of course, which is about where they're parked.
Yep.
And here's the car coming in, which is over there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see the building in the background over there.
Yep. Right there.
All right, the screenshots are funny, aren't they? Because you got them with the credits because they're overlaid, you know. Yeah, that makes it look funny. And you see how that's a fake sign, British consulate. Oops,
Yep.
let me go back over here. Yeah. So they try to make it blend in with the style of tile or whatever. That was, looking this way at the church. And there's Richie with his mouth full of chili dogs.
Yep. And you can totally see the tiles right there.
Going down this way. So that'll be down here. Let's go down this way.
All right.
Or whatever. You're welcome to come. Anybody's welcome to come.
What? You making me stay back? It's like only you and I.
No.
You stay.
I'm just trying to make it easy. You don't have to walk this way.
Oh man, sidewalk there.
It's obstructed by all the bushes, but this is where it was.
Yeah, because you can see it right over there.
Yeah, you can see
But-
the pattern of the
Yeah.
stuff.
A lot fewer bushes.
Yeah.
Way fewer bushes.
And then this way, so that building over there with the red awnings, that's this one here.
Uh-huh.
Right, and that's them walking up the way. Dang, come on, brightness, what are you doing? That's in the church.
Yep. We should walk across the street and see.
Well, we can attempt to do
Yeah.
it.
We're here. We might as well try.
Durgan's Church.
Which church is it? Cross of St. Anne.
This is the one from the Cross of St. Antoine, where they try to make the exchange where Amanda's hiding behind the... Shannon and I have been in there, and it's incredible. So hopefully the door is open and we can get in. So we have found an open door to the church, but I'm not going to film in here. There's some kind of event in there going on, and filming it is just going to make people uncomfortable, and I already filmed this on our last trip. So we are going to go in and poke around, but no footage. You have to watch my other video for that.